Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Sayyid Osama Aziz. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Usually I do not review products on this channel, but today I have very unique and special product in front of me. So I thought, why not make a review of this and share it with you people. You might find it very interesting. I have already done the unboxing of this laptop, but there are some very special things inside the packaging as well. Asus, I must say, have done really great job in terms of not just developing the product, but its packaging as well. So I wanted to share it right from the start. So therefore, I have this box right here in front of me. So let's start the unboxing part. So here we have branding of Asus Rog series. This is basically a Rog series laptop, which is Republic of Gamers. So they have very beautifully printed that in front of the box. So let's open it. So in its box here, you can see that this part here has laptop, and on this side we have its charger. So let's first take out the laptop box. So this is the packaging in which this laptop comes, and here you can see again the branding logo of Rog series, and here we have Dying Light 2. This is basically, I think, in collaboration with the game developers of Dying Light 2. So they have sponsored this laptop somehow, and actually you get free copy of the game as well. The game is not released yet, but it will basically be coming next year somewhere. So yeah, so the box is very unique and special. Why? Because you will see just in a minute. As soon as you open it, the laptop pops up. This is very unique thing about it. As soon as you open it, the laptop comes out, and here is the machine. So I have already, as I said, opened it before. I just wanted to showcase this box, and it makes this machine look even more special. Let's put that box over here. And another thing that I wanted to showcase from the packaging is this box. This box contains the charger of the laptop, but here on this top cover they have shown that you can also use it as a cooling stand. You can place it at the bottom of the laptop, and it will make for a better viewing angle, as you can place it like this and put the laptop on it, and this way it becomes a kind of a cooling stand. So let's talk about the first impressions. Apart from all the specs that this laptop has, it is basically a very powerful machine. Actually, the most powerful laptop that you can get in the year 2021. It has AMD's Ryzen 9 5900HX, which is the most powerful CPU from the AMD, and it has RTX 3080 from NVIDIA. This graphics card is obviously in the mobile version the most fastest right now that you can get. So the combination is very ultimate and very lethal in terms of the performance that this laptop can deliver. But what I have been most impressed about this laptop is basically its form factor. I mean, the specs that you're getting with this laptop, it is amazing that it is this much thin and portable. It is only 15.6 inch and very compact. So this thing has really impressed me a lot. So a very beautiful piece of engineering that Asus team has done on this laptop. Moving on, let's see what is inside. So immediately what you notice is that there is another screen. So this is basically where the Duo comes in its name. This is a dual screen laptop. Usually they came, I think last year they were introduced for the first time, but they were not so common yet. I think they are not even common in this year, but this is the unique aspect of this laptop. It has normal 15.6 inch traditional screen, but there is another secondary display which is touch screen, and Asus call it ScreenPad Plus, and it has several advantages. I will show you in a minute how it works. Before we move forward and talk about other features of the laptop, one thing that I want to showcase is the hinge. This hinge is very special because they had to not just make the lid open, but they had to raise this secondary display upwards. I think it is about 15 degrees, but I think it should be enough for a normal viewing angle. So as soon as you open this laptop lid, the second display raises up automatically. So at first I was concerned about the durability of this hinge because I thought that it might not be reliable, but when I'm opening it with my own hands, it feels very solid and it looks like that it is very durable. Even when I put pressure on it, because it is a touch screen, so you will be touching it several times, so even then it doesn't feel like there is any sort of strain on it, or it doesn't look like that it might break in the future. So this is really good thing about it. This looks pretty solid to me. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about is the finish from the outside. Here on the cover you will see that there is another logo, and there is a splitting line which splits the cover in two parts. So this is plain gray color, matte gray color, and on this side it's a dotted pattern. So I think, and on the bottom it is written Republic of Gamers Again, and there are 3 LED lights at the bottom of the laptop. They indicate different things such as charging and SSD operations and whether you are plugged in or not. From the outside it is not flashy, it looks like a normal laptop, but when you open the lid, that is from where all the fun begins. So now let's move forward and discuss about the buttons, what they do. On the top right corner you have this power button, which when you press, the laptop powers up, and again we have RGB keyboard. Again at the start we have this Republic of Gamers logo, and there is a flashy sound. On this laptop you do not have a separate numeric keypad, but they have done a very good job in terms of hiding it in and incorporating it inside the touchpad. On a touchpad, if you press and hold the top right corner, a numeric keypad appears magically. Although there is no haptic feedback, but still to have a numeric keypad is a good move from Asus. And again, you have to long press it to remove it. Okay, talking about the performance, there is no doubt that this is going to be one of the most powerful laptops of 2021. I am not doing any benchmarks, but from what I have reviewed over the internet and I have seen people doing the benchmarks, it is absolutely top notch. Talking about the screens, we have 2 screens, and here let me show you properly how it looks like from the front. So this is the laptop, and this version that I have here is full HD 300 Hz display, but there is another version which is 4K 120 Hz, but it was not available here in Pakistan, so I got this one, and I think that this is better because 300 Hz looks very smooth to the eye. This secondary display also matches the primary display. Whatever resolution that you choose, this display will come into the same resolution as well. If you choose 4K display, this will be 4K as well, and if you choose full HD version of this laptop, then this screen will be full HD as well. This secondary display is touch screen, so basically you can touch and manipulate things here with your fingers. So here we have, on this side we have this panel where there are several features. Asus basically has made its own software to utilize this extra screen. So we have a bunch of features here on this side which you can use, and you can modify them according to your own use. For example, we have this brightness, from which we can control the brightness of the screen, and I must say it is pretty much bright. Similarly, you can open any app. So let's say I open Google Chrome, and it is very easy. You can simply slide and put it over here and it will snap on one side. If you want it to be full screen, you can just click it and it will open on full screen as well. And this screen is touch screen, so you can, whatever you put over here, you can basically control it using your fingers, and whatever is over there you have to use mouse or touchpad that comes with this laptop. This laptop with this dual screen is not just a gaming laptop. It is basically made for content creation. So if you are making YouTube videos using Adobe products like Premiere Pro for video editing, then this extra screen will gonna come extremely handy to you, because you can move one of the managers from your Adobe Premieres on this side, and then you can have your controls for controlling the video. You can also move your timeline here, or you can have your sort of raw footages that you record over here, and you can simply drag and drop it from here to your primary display. This basically speeds up your workflow, and it is very good for multitasking. So not just for video editing, if you are using Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, or you are using Adobe Photoshop, so all of the features of those softwares, you can easily place them over here. And then you can have your custom shortcut keys as well, which you can place over here, and you can just click it and it will perform that in the software. From this control panel, we have options to open up apps, and one of this app is the handwriting tool. So this is basically, if you are into drawing, you can write whatever you want, and you can draw shapes or different things. Actually, you can buy a separate touch pen as well for this screen. One major concern about the performance of the laptop is the FPS that we get in terms of gaming. And let me tell you this, that I have tried 2 games so far. It is The Witcher 3 and Resident Evil 8, which is the latest 2021 game. So in both of them, I got 100 plus FPS. Average FPS. So I think that the performance so far is mind-blowing and top-notch. So there are no complaints there. Both CPU and GPU, the combination is very lethal, as I've said earlier, and they perform really well in a gaming environment. And there are different modes. There is a turbo mode, there is performance mode, and there is silent mode as well. Usually I am on performance mode, and I haven't felt the need to push it to the turbo mode because it is performing so well even in the performance mode. There are some separate presets for the screen as well. Usually the screen display is very brilliant, very beautiful, but even if you do not like the display settings that come with the laptop, you can actually go into the Armoury Crate software that is developed by Asus especially for the gaming laptops, and you can select any type of preset for the screen as well. Some of them have very high contrast, and some of them have very high sort of saturation of colors. So go ahead and check those out as well. Okay, so as far as cooling is concerned, this laptop does a wonderful job. The unique thing of popping up the secondary screen basically helps in terms of cooling this laptop. There are 2 cooling vents at the bottom of this screen, and when we open the laptop and open the lid, when the screen rises up, you can actually see those vents. And what is happening is that they are taking the air from the top, and they are throwing it, exhausting it from the bottom and from the sides of the laptop. So this makes it very effective way of cooling the laptop. And so far I haven't seen the temperatures go above 85 or 86, both on CPU as well as on GPUs. I noticed after using it for a while is that you cannot use this laptop on your lap, because in order to adjust that second display, they had to push the keyboard and trackpad touchpad on the bottom side of the laptop, and hence there is no hand rest there. So on a table, yes, you can use table for your hand rest, but when you are putting this laptop on your lap, so it becomes really awkward in terms of using the keyboard. You will feel strain on your hands, because it takes a little getting used to in terms of using this laptop in your normal way. But good thing is that Asus has also included this sort of hand rest with this laptop. You can get it with the box. It can be attached at the front side of this laptop, and you can rest your hands on it, and now it becomes fairly comfortable to use the keyboard and use the touchpad, and it behaves like a normal laptop in this scenario. Similarly, when I'm working on my robotics project, as you can see on the background here, I have to do a lot of designing on SolidWorks software. I have to then assemble all those parts, and as soon as I enter into the designing was not an issue on my previous laptop, but as soon as I had to assemble all the parts and make an assembly of several parts, and as the number of parts increased, that laptop usually got stuck and stutter at different parts. But this laptop has no issues of like that so far, and I think that makes it a very impressive choice. Okay, moving on and talking about the battery life, because it's a laptop, so we have to talk about the battery. It's a 90 watt-hour battery, and so far the results are very satisfying. With both screens on and with a normal daily routine use, I'm getting 4.5 hours of battery life. But the good thing with this laptop is that you can turn off this secondary display as well if you do not need it. For example, if you are out and traveling, and during traveling if you do not need the secondary display, you can simply press this button and it gives you the options to turn on, hide, or turn off second screen. So if you're not using it, you can simply turn it off, and so this display will not affect your battery life anymore. And with this setup, I'm getting usually about 5.5 hours of battery life. So it's almost 1.5 hour boost that you can get if you turn off this display, which in my opinion is very impressive, considering that you have dual screens and with the amount of heavy specs that we have on this laptop. So this looks very impressive. Talking about speakers, the previous year version of this laptop had 2 speakers on both sides, but this has 4 speakers. They have also included 2 more speakers, on the one over here and one over here on this side. So there are a total of 4 speakers, and sounds from this laptop actually come very nicely. So far no sort of complaints about that as well. Okay, so that is from my side, and I have tried to cover almost everything that is associated with this laptop. But if you have any questions in your mind, and if you want to know further about this laptop, just let me know in the comment section. Asus has also made its own software to utilize the dual screen setup of this laptop. So if you want to know about that, do let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's it. So that's the end for this review. I hope you liked it. If you do like it, then please press the like button as well. And if you like the content on this channel, then please consider subscribing as well. I usually make robotic videos, and the purpose of getting this laptop is the same as well. So if you like the technical stuff, if you like maker type videos, then please check out other videos on this channel as well. And if you do like it, then please press the subscribe button. So that's it from my end. Let's meet into the future videos. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.